Try it on your phone. Oh, you got it. Oh my
There,
God, you got it.
finally. I am so
Yes.
sorry. I am such a dork.
You're no, you're okay. I was hold on. I was running behind. We had I don't know where you're at, but we're down in East Texas and we had that hurricane roll in on Monday. And so our internet and stuff has been up and down. So my internet failed. So I had to wait. And because we're in the middle of freaking nowhere, when I have no internet, I have nothing
Oh,
at all.
I can't
Okay.
imagine. I'm so
Yeah.
excited
So
to
it's a
meet you.
I know, me too. Thank you for being here. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready. I got chills and I've got my candles lit and I'm just like, yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, it's a whole vibe. Well, let me tell you, um, I this makes so much sense now. Okay. This makes so much sense now. They have been talking about you for the last 2 sessions. Okay. I'm getting
Oh,
my notes
goodness.
out. And what do I mean by that? So I will see, I'll ask my last 2 clients are female and I'll ask them and see like, hey, can I get this clip of your session? If they allow me to do it, then yes, I'll send it to you. If they don't allow me, then you're just going to have to take my word on it. But my last session at the very end, I go, do you have anybody that's like named like Lee? Like if somebody says like Bobby Lee or like, Megan Lee or something like that. I said maybe they could even talk about Ashley. I said, but no, it's Lee, L-E. And they go, no, I have a Natalie. I go, no, because they would say an N name. They would make me hear that. And that was it. My client before that, her dad had crossed over and there was this man that showed up and he said now mind you, they pull the words out of my brain that I've heard before, right, to try to equate it. So they go, so and so, Sarah Ann Bobby Lee, and I'm like, who, do you know a Lee or anything? And so I just pulled up your appointment and you're Jody Lee. So they were
Yes.
talking about you and they were excited about it and they were trying to talk about you. So you are here. That means this man has now found his person. So we're going to have to figure out who this man is. And clearly we want to talk to quite a few people, which is fine. Now, let me tell you how this works. So let me go ahead and negate that. Number one,
Okay.
obviously, it's just going to be me. I'm going to have my little pen. I'm going to have my little notepad. All I do is scribble. This is the beginning of yours. When they talk, how do they talk? Well, couple things. Number one, they're going to use your energy, your vibration, your frequency to communicate. So your loved ones are with you, but we're just saying, hey, when we get into a session, please go and hop in Amy's brain and play with it. That's all we're doing. They do hang out with me beforehand too, because they get very excited and they want to give messages. But of course, if I don't have Miss Jody Lee here with me, then you won't be able to receive the message. So now we're here, so it's going to be coming. Now, when they talk in 4 different ways. The first way is that they will give me a bunch of signs and symbols. So they may show me something like a guitar. That means somebody like to play music a lot, right? Or maybe if they show me a peach, that means that they're from Georgia, stuff like that. They'll put all these symbols in a line and I have to come up with an English sentence and I have to give it to you. The next thing is that they will come in and they will try to put me in a situation that could have happened to you, could have happened to them, or will happen to you by taking my own personal memories that I've seen, felt, and experienced and kind of like realigning them to say, hey, this is what can or what will be or what did happen. You have to remember on this thing that I am from Houston, Texas. I still live in Texas, but on the east side next to Louisiana. I don't believe in snow. I haven't been out of the United States and I haven't really been above Oklahoma. So essentially, my landscape is small. But that's why they pull stuff out of like YouTube videos I've seen or like other sessions and stuff like that to try to talk about it. But if you ever ask me something like, Amy, what did my neighborhood look like in the Netherlands? I don't know. I don't know what a neighborhood looks like in the Netherlands to begin with, let alone like your neighborhood in the Netherlands. So, but maybe they would bring out facets of like things that I've seen before in my travels to like New York, right? And I'd be like, oh, do they have very tall peaks? Stuff like that. And then the last thing is that the last 2 things are that they will really just talk in words. Sometimes they'll come in and they'll say like Sarah Lee. And I'm like, is this, and so I'll ask stuff like that. So just stay with me. Let me go ahead and take a sip of my coffee. Hold on. Caffeine is everything. If you have questions, ask. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
If you want me to go back and focus on something else, ask me. I'm going to be staring out in La La Land And the only thing I need from you is, as we go through with this, is, I go, hey, does this make sense to you? And you go, yeah, heck yeah, Amy, it does, or no, it doesn't. Because I have to
Okay.
have you confirm it for me. Otherwise, my brain is like, what? That's the way it feels. I'm like, okay, so just stay with me. Okay, hold on. Has it been? Has it been? Are you the person that was here? Um, hold on. Is she? Somebody says you're finding your peace now. You're finding your peace. I guess you're finding your inner peace, which is nice. Or so they're talking about that. And they go, yeah, we're here. We're here. Somebody's talking about they've been gone quite a few Christmases, or they say a couple Christmases, but I think it's more than a couple. I think it's more than two. But they're like making reference for that. So we're gonna have to figure out who that is. There's like a group of people here right now, so we're gonna have to like separate them. What? Tell me. Hold on. Are you not? Were you married before? Were you married once before?
I was just married. Yeah,
You were
married and
just
divorced.
married.
Well, oh no, I
Really?
mean, no, I've been married and then I was divorced about 10 years ago. Yeah.
Good. Okay, somebody goes like this. I go, so what? And there's what I can tell you, it's like a brothering feeling that's coming through that is all about it. And that's the only reason why they bring up like marriage and stuff. And I said, so what about her? He goes, oh, she found her peace and she's still fighting. I said, what? He says, oh, after that first marriage, he was like, I'm glad she's not with him anymore. I'm glad she's not with them anymore. And I'm like, oh, okay. So they're just saying it was a good thing that it happened, and or like it's nice now, and they're saying that, tell me, hold on, do you know if the guy that you were married to, do you know if he had heart issues as well, or does he have them now?
No,
You
no,
have,
he passed away
he
actually
did,
about,
he's, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, do you have any idea if like that went along with heart failure for him, or
No,
anything dealing with that? Okay,
my
your
brother
brother
had,
did.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's talking about, okay. So mind you, this is the very beginning. So they're trying to look, he goes like this. He says, oh, poor guy, poor guy. Yeah. He lost his life, or he lost his life. And then he goes, oh, heart failure, heart issues. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So he's talking about himself now. And
Yeah.
tell me, so he knows about him. What? Tell me why. He's funny. He says, why do I want to go to doctors? I go, I gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha. He's like
That's
fed
so
up with
him.
him. Uh-huh. Yeah. I said, how long, or like what was going on? That's the phrase he said. And he says, tell me. If I am, I am. If it isn't, it isn't. So he's just very like point blank, and he's fine. He's in heaven. He's in a higher vibrational state. He's not stuck. He's not in a bad place at all. And what are you doing? What? He says, I was a handsome looking guy at one point. I said, I mean, you're still handsome. I said, what I can feel from you right now. And he's like, oh, but you should have seen me back in the day. I'm like, oh, okay, back in the day. And why? Aw, is he? I don't know if this is correct. Um, he says he looks out after you, which is good. That's what I would hope. But weird, he's mischievous. He
Oh,
is he
yeah.
your younger brother?
No, he's my older brother.
I knew that's why. That's what I was like, I think I could get this wrong. So he's giving me two things. He says he looks out after you like he's an older brother, but then he says he's mischievous, which aligns with like younger brother. And so I'm like, what is this? Um, so he's still trying to like be that way, but he's a jokester in my head, or at least he likes to like poke fun or like knit or whatever this is. And
Absolutely.
he has like he's fun, but he has like a dry sense, cut and dry sense of humor as well. And he says that, tell me why. He's just a spirit. He's flying around everywhere. Did you? He's saying beer and bread. Why do you say that? Hang on. Do y'all have like Polish or German roots?
Yes.
Oh. Somebody said, Das ist gut. And I said, what are you talking about? Sorry, again, they bring everything out. and they showed me a beer stein, and they showed me like seeded rye bread, which is either German or Polish or one of those things. Which one is it? Or is it both?
Well, we have German and Norwegian.
Norwegian. Ah, okay. How cool. How cool. Both.
Yep.
Okay. Das is good. And he says that, tell me, hold on. He's like partying with the family, by the way, the rest of them that like came over or like came from someplace else. Like he's just talking about that. So essentially he's saying he's having like this communal party of everybody there from what was and what will be. And he says that, tell me, what do you mean? Fräulein. So was mom the German one? Mom's side more German?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So now,
Yeah.
mind you, I don't know German at all, but I watch a lot about World War II. And so he's picking up words in my head that I've seen in documentaries and movies. And I go like this. I said, do you know what side is more? I said, my dad's side is more Russian and my mom's side is Denmark or whatever you want to call it. And he goes, oh, he says, mom is the Fräulein. So like German word for like ma'am, right? And I go, oh, okay. And he says that she was very beautiful and still is. Where's mom at? Can you tell me? Hold on. Hold on. Yes, of course she knew how to sew. Everybody knew how to sew at that point. Hold on. Tell me. Your mother's or like this, I think this is mom that's coming in. She says, I'm not doing work. And I go, good. And so that goes into like, I'm relaxing. I'm relaxing. I don't work. I don't do anything. I'm here. I'm having fun or I'm good. And I go, oh, okay, good. And hold on. Hold on. Tell me. So were you more of like a dad's girl than a mom's girl?
Oh, not kind of both, you
Kind of
know.
both. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I
Just
think
because
of,
he
yeah.
it's okay. Yeah, just because she goes like this. She goes, "Oh, I love her." And gives you a kiss like on your cheek and my head like this, just like close like that.
Oh,
But then she says, "Oh, just wait till her dad gets here. Just wait till her dad gets here." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, maybe this is more dad's girl than mom." And tell me, I'm gonna see what she can tell me. She wants to talk about passing in the very beginning, which is interesting. Um, hold on. What happened? Okay, did one of your parents or is that your brother saying this? Did your mom outlive your brother?
yes.
Ah, that's what that is. Sorry. And I quote the whole phrase was my mother outlived me. And I'm like, who's saying it? Where does this come from? Okay. And why? So it's your brother talking again. That just sounded like he's talking over here and there was no body or anything attached to it. It was just a phrase. Hold on. I like to tell you how I do this because this is what will happen to you as you go throughout your life. Like, this is how they talk to you. And so you can be like, okay, I just got that message from nowhere. Hold on. Come here, mom. When? Now, mind you, just keep in mind, I was born in 1988. Okay. So it's hard for me to like go way, way back because I only have so much knowledge of like time periods right from before. Um, was 74. Hold on. Hold on. Do you have a son?
No.
No. Who has the son besides your brother doesn't have the son?
Yeah.
Does somebody your brother does?
He has two sons.
He's the son. Okay, somebody he goes like this. He says that and do you know if the sons if they were born in the 70s more or like the early 80s?
They would have, yeah, they would have been in this late 70s.
Late
Um,
70s.
yeah,
Okay.
late
Okay.
70s to early 80s. Yeah.
Okay, just because he goes like this. I said, what? He says, son, now your brother's in heaven. He's in a higher vibrational state. So he's gonna talk in feelings, but he's really trying to talk in words right now. And he like wants to reach out to them, or he wants to love them, or he just wants to say, like, I'm here. And I said, how old are your boys? Do you know? And then he shows me like clothing and colors and all this stuff from like the 70s. And I go, oh, okay. And then he says, but it's not, he said, it's not as old as me or young as me. I was born in 88. And so he's talking about it's this late 70s, early 80s, like kind of like that combination where the decade bleeds over. And he says how much I guess he cares about them. And I guess there is, hold on. Do you know if one of them has a little girl, or like is there a granddaughter involved, or do you have any idea?
Let's see. My two nephews, they don't
Mhm.
have girls.
No girls.
Try,
Okay. And,
yeah, there's a girl. The one
oh,
has a girl. Yeah, I have to stop and think about because I have
you're
all these
okay.
nieces and nephews.
Oh my
But
God. Yeah, no,
he's,
that's
yeah.
okay. Yeah. Okay. He just goes like this. He says, oh, well, out of my boys, out of my boys. Oh, I love them, but I'm so happy that we got like a girl or something. Or he like
Oh,
keeps
yes,
highlighting
yes,
this.
yes. That was their
Uh-huh.
last one,
Oh, it
was a girl.
was.
Hmm.
Okay, that would make sense. Yeah. So he just like loves this. He's just trying to talk about family. And tell me, where did they? Hold on. Did they try to put your brother in the hospital like before he crossed, but then they kept him at home and he passed at home?
No, in the hospital.
In the hospital. Okay,
Yeah.
he goes like this. He said, they tried to cage me up. They tried to cage me up like a tiger. Let me die at home. I want to make it to home. And I go,
That would have
oh,
been his
okay.
choice.
He doesn't like it. So he's talking, I'm like, maybe he made it home because he's talking about being at the hospital. And he's talking about how frustrated it is. And he says, but it's okay. We're fine. And why? People did get the quote unquote ability to say their goodbyes, quote unquote. I wouldn't say how good they were. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Weird. Did he, I don't know if this is too, he's giving me a conflicted thought in my brain. Do you know if he battled, or like if somebody was trying to talk him out of like not having a DNR, a do not resuscitate, or
You, you know, I'm not sure because um I didn't make it. Well, I got there after he went into
after?
surgery. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he didn't come out of surgery.
That's so that's why he goes like this. He says, "Oh, people were there. They got to say their goodbyes." And I'm like, "But it wasn't really like he keeps showing himself like completely out of it." Um and he has people, this is what he says. He has somebody, I'll play the whole thing. He goes, oh my God, he's going down. He's going down. He's crashing. Is crashing. It's not working. It's not coming back up. Do we resuscitate him? Do we bring him back? No. Does he have a DNR? No, he doesn't. Like there's some confusion around DNR. So I don't know if he didn't sign it or if like he hadn't done it yet. And then they say that they couldn't bring him back, or they couldn't really truly bring him back up. And like there's that confusion there. Yeah, he knows
Yeah.
about it. That's why your brother's been here, because he passed away on the operating table from this and he never got a chance to say goodbye to anybody.
No, he um went into surgery for his bypass and then they said his lung collapsed and then we stayed in the hospital with him for a week on a ventilator. And then yeah,
That's why everybody got to say their goodbyes. Yeah, I
everybody
get
except
that.
me.
Yeah, except for you. I know.
Yeah.
I know. But you were able to be there on the ventilator thing though, correct?
Yes. Yes. And I
Yeah.
was in there talking to him and
Yeah.
yeah.
He knows. He
Oh,
knows.
good.
That was that, all of that. Oh yeah, he was around for the whole thing. He would be what? Interesting. He wasn't ready to die yet, though. He definitely
Mm-mm.
wasn't. I said, had you made peace with it? I said, were you like, go? Because some people go into this and they're like, it's okay. If I die, it's fine. I know it. He goes, no. He says, hell no. Like, that was not on my agenda. And I go, oh, okay. All right. And he says that, yeah, your brother has been here for multiple sessions trying to talk to
Oh,
you.
oh,
That, yeah, that's who it was. Tell me about him. Hold on. What? This is a very random question. I don't think your brother did this. Do you have anybody that was associated with like the police in your family or like
nope.
did like a military police or something like that?
No, not police.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, sorry. Somebody just put themselves in a like a uniform, hardcore uniform, but they're talking about how they made things better, or they helped people, or they made things good. So I'm like, okay, well, what could this be? And I'm like, maybe it's police, right? Because those are the people that like make things better, or try to make things better. So yeah, somebody just like saluted me too. Do you have any idea where that would come from?
No, and unless somebody in the family, I've got several that were in the army and
Maybe
navy,
that
and
we'll go back
no.
into that. Well, yeah,
Okay.
I'll get more information than that. Hold on. No, we're not going to try to fit that. So stay with me. Hold
Yeah.
on. Come here. And they showed me a necklace with a star on it, which is the other reason. But I know obviously you're not Jewish, so we don't have a Star of David necklace. And also I know as well that the only other star thing I would ever see there is like a police badge. And so that's why I'm like, well, maybe it goes along with that. So keep that there. We'll have to figure out what that is. Or that could also
Okay.
be somebody from my next session that literally is a police and is trying to show up like your brother did. So I'll let you know on
Hmm?
that. And tell me, I want to see if I can bring in your mom more. Come here. Come here. Where are you at? Where are you? I'm gonna bring your dad in just a second, too. Where is she at? Oh. So you are a pretty active person. You
Mm-hmm.
are, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Your mother is here. She's very light. She's just feels like a
Yeah.
breath. Uh-huh. And I go, what are you doing? And you do go out to like eat by yourself and stuff like that, correct?
Yep.
You do. Nobody
Yeah.
does that. Good job. I've done that before. I love doing that. She goes like this. She says, oh, tell her I go with her. I said, what do you mean? I said, is she stuck in the house all the time? She goes, no, she just picks up and she goes. And I said, what? She makes me see like putting food in your mouth by a window and she's like with you. And she says, I'm here with her. And she just like looks, stares out the window or looks like you're just like looking at everything. And she says, tell her I go with her all the time. So just FYI, you're like not alone at these restaurants. She goes with you. Okay. And she says that, tell me what? Oh, oh, were you taking like your steps very seriously or something for a while? Or were you like doing that? Are you not doing that anymore?
Well, this thing has kind of died, and I've been busy lately. But
Oh,
I've been starting to like walk and lose weight. Well, I lost about 50 pounds, so
oh my God,
that might
that's
be what they're
amazing.
talking about. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay. They had you with your shirt on, but then they changed it to pink for some reason. For me, that means workout. I have maybe it's because I'm wearing pink too. And she had you going
Yeah.
and she says, tell her I'm with her for this. And you're like, oh my God, I'm sweating like a pig. And she's like, you're good. Keep going. So they're like
Keep going.
with you all the time. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
And they're talking about, so that also goes along with nutrition. So that means you were trying to eat really, really well as well. Ah, good job. And she says that, tell me, oh, are you in an area where, are you like north? Are you in like northern
North
United
Dakota.
States? You are up there. Okay, somebody
Yeah.
keeps saying north, north, and I'm like, northern, where? Okay, okay. Yeah, because they talk about how they gave me like a poppy seed bagel or something, or like a piece of bread in the morning, and like you toast it and you can hear the crunch from it. So do you have like seeded bread every morning or something, or toast every morning?
No,
No. Okay,
but
that would
they
be
do.
the only reason. Do you have any idea? Or did they do it?
They did it.
Yeah. They did it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Somebody just made me hear it and taste it, and I could feel like how it cuts into your gums. And so
Funny.
they're talking about, I would have to say, eating breakfast with you as well. At first when they showed me bagel, I was like, she's not in New York, like, because you know, New York bagels and all that stuff. And she tell me about her. Come here. Hold on. Hold on. I have where? Aw. So I said, is she gonna leave North Dakota, or like what's going on? Is she leaving? I said, I hear that the winters are pretty hefty up there. I can't
Mm.
even imagine that. And they go, no, not right now. No, no, no. And I go, oh, okay. I said, she's not gonna go. And they have you, I said, "Oh, she's not gonna go to like a southern state, and they have you like traveling there or vacationing there, but then you're like, no, it's not home. No, no, just like that." And I go, oh, okay. So she is gonna stay there. Everybody always moves. That's why I was like, what's that question? And they like you being here. So just FYI, good decision. Don't move to Florida. Don't go to Louisiana or Alabama. Stay exactly where you're at. You're good to go. And she says, tell me, oh, did they, so did we end up selling mom and dad's home?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
your dad just stepped in. And I said, so North Dakota. I said, so tell me more. I said, is she living in your house? Because when my mom passes, I'm going to get their house, and we've already decided that that's what we're going to do. And he goes, no, no, it was a good home. It's gone. They sold it. And I go, oh, okay. That's how he sounds. And but it just sounds like music in my head. And he says that, tell me what? I like how clean you are, by the way. I like how clean you are, or how you like everything just so. Even though you may think like it's a little messy or something, it's not. They're talking about how everything is very nice and very clean and like very in its place in your house. And they like appreciate this because that kind of like makes you calm or at peace. And your mom again is just around you with this. And your dad, I'm gonna see if he can tell me what he did. Hold on. Oh, pin in his shirt. Okay, so what did you do? Hold on. Tell me. Hold on. Do you know what he did? Interesting. Your mother, would she make? No. Hold on. Somebody keeps referencing sewing over and over again, and I know that you don't sew. I don't know. Did you know if your mom like was a seamstress or something for a little bit?
She was a farm wife, so she did our sewing of our clothes when we were kids.
Everything.
Homemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her profession.
Yes. That's a hardcore. Believe me, that I don't know how to sew. Yeah, she's sitting in the very beginning. She was like sewing a hem, like what would be on a shirt or something. And she's just sitting down doing this. And I said, "Well, what about this?" And she says, "Oh, my husband click click." So the pen takes it out, and she's talking about him writing all the checks or him doing it. It's interesting because he had a hat on, a sun hat or a cowboy hat or whatever it is, but I don't necessarily think your dad was a cowboy. I think he was like a business person, right? At the same time, as long as like, I guess selling crops or whatever this is that would go with this. And is that a thing?
Yes, he was a crop
Really?
adjuster insurance between being a farmer.
Funny. Yes, that's why he's writing everything. Yeah, because he
Yep.
had on not a cowboy hat, but it's crops, and she keeps talking about that. And I go, oh, okay. And she says he's the one that would bring home the money. He was doing a good job, and I guess he did this for like over 40 years, or he did this for forever. Yeah. Okay, because she just says
Yep.
that he's wearing the same outfit, but he gets older in it, boop, 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 which just means he's in the same thing. And she says that, oh, did he? Oh. Do you know if he ended up, if there was, do you know if he ended up like, working for Monsanto in the 70s or if he had some tie to them in like the 70s. It's so random.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do at some point. This would be an interesting thing. So maybe you can research or do some, I
Yeah.
don't know how you would research that, and see if your dad either worked for them or there was something where he had to go up against them or something like that dealing with Monsanto. I don't know, just be
Monsanto.
uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't
it's a
even know
big
what that
company.
is.
So Monsanto is the brand that created Roundup, the weed killer.
Oh,
Okay. They are also the people that now in today's age have made genetically GMO, genetically modified seeds for like corn and wheat and all that stuff. And essentially in like the 70s and in the 60s, they were going out and well, they were getting bigger, but they were trying to deal with like the crop people and the adjusters and the insurance and saying, will you peddle our stuff? And now they have a monopoly on it now. And there were a lot of people that pushed back against this because they saw where it would go, but it was like the people that were doing like crop adjusting and insurance. And so I'm wondering if he may have run into that.
I bet he did. I'll have to do some
Uh-huh.
checking.
Yeah, and then let me know. That'd be there's stuff that
Yeah,
shows up all the time. And he tell me, where are you at now? Hold on. Interesting. He has hold on. Bingo. What do you mean bingo? Your dad wasn't a big card person though, right? Was he more like a dominoes person or something if he played a game?
no, he loved cards.
He cards. Okay, okay. He's sitting at a table and he's leaning back in a chair and he goes like this and then he puts down and he says, "I bet you." And then he shows me bingo, so like gambling or whatever this is. I guess
Yes,
bingo is a kind of gamble. And he's like, "Oh, tell him this is what I'm doing." And I go, "Oh, okay." So like dad's playing cards, mom's sewing, your brother is just in your house with you all the time. That's just all he does and with his family. And tell me about her. Oh, have you had to get a surgery with an incision here at all or something?
breast
Oh,
cancer.
well, hot dog. Yes. Wow. Okay, good job.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad you're here. He goes, somebody goes like this. He says, yeah, all the time. I said, what do you mean, brother? He goes, and I go, "Oh, okay." And he says,
Good.
"Tell her that you can thank me for that." So like thank your brother for like helping or thank your family for helping.
I kind of think
Okay?
I know what he's saying there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
'Cause
So just
I had to
tell
call
me.
him to have him sit with my mom and tell her so he could
Oh.
tell her. So yeah.
Yes. No wonder that's such an intimate moment. I get it. I get it. And why? Clear as day right now. So we're done with breast
Hmm.
cancer right now. We're good. Okay. I said, is it back or like what's going on? He goes, no, no, no. And he puts a sunshine. I go, okay, so it's clear as day. And he says, you don't have to worry about that. So just like let it all
Oh,
go if you have any type of worry. That's already gone altogether.
good.
Okay. And why? Oh, is she? Is she? Interesting. So you live in an actual, do you live in like a condo right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I'm back in the bedroom. Be distracted.
yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, how funny. Okay. So how did I get that? Let me tell you this. So I go like this. I said, so does she garden or anything like that? He goes, no, no room for it. She would have it for potted plants. And I said, well, why? I said, is it an apartment? He goes, no, it's a condo. And I go, oh, this doesn't look like a condo. Like that was the whole
That's
conversation.
crazy.
Uh-huh. And he's just talking because he said like growing tomatoes. And I was like, oh, does she farm as well? And he's like, no. And I go, oh, okay. And it's interesting. Like And then he's talking about, I said, oh, she should do a herb garden. Like that would be really cool. He says, why? He's like, she's already missed the planting season. And he goes, and then by the time it gets too cold, they're all dead. And I was like, well, okay, I gotcha. So no garden on that. That's perfectly fine. And he says that, oh, tell me. You got to watch your sodium intake. I think you're doing pretty darn well. But then he's talking about swelling in like the fingers or the hands or like the feet or something. And he's saying, just like, watch it. He says, you look good. He says, but I know that you can feel it or something. So he's like with you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So just nothing's wrong with you, but just watch it. Okay.
Okay.
And why? Tell me. Hold on. Craig? Is there a No, there's not. Hold on. Did y'all I'm probably gonna get this very incorrect right now. I'm just guessing on a feeling. Did y'all have a woman that was like a sister for both of y'all, but she's dead, but she's not biologically?
Hmm, I can't
Or was
place
there like a
anybody.
Okay, or was there like
I
a
mean, my
very
aunt.
young aunt? Yes, yeah. Okay, so
An
was
aunt.
there like an aunt? Okay, yeah, aunt, aunt, whatever you say it the fancy
Yeah,
way. I like
aunts.
it.
Yep, yep.
Um, okay, and so she was younger, or like she was younger and she crossed over
Well, she wasn't younger, but she crossed over many years before them.
a long time ago. Okay,
But we were
okay.
very
The
close with them.
Yeah, he goes like this. He says, "Oh, and tell her." And I said, "What?" And he has this woman that would be, I don't know, probably your age, maybe a little bit younger right now, which it's putting them, in between you and the brother's age. And she has the brother, you, and then her in the middle and hugging, which means that we're like extremely close with this person. But they said that it's not a sister. So I'm like, maybe it's like a sister like person, which if Aunt was very, very close like that, I would say probably so.
Yeah, the aunts won't fit that unless it was just a good friend of mine.
Hold on, hold on. Did if the no good friend, hold on, hold me. Did she? Did that good friend, did she used to have very long hair, but then she cut it off like before she crossed, or like it was short when she passed?
Hmm. No.
Okay. So let me just tell you what they're giving me as a vision. So they're
Yeah.
showing me like my length of hair, but then they make it really dark. Like if somebody has like auburn or like dark, I wouldn't say black, but like dark brown or something like that. She's white because they show up with her face being really, really pale. But they have her in the middle, and then she keeps referencing like knowing y'all 80s, 70s, at least something like that. So I don't know who this is. And so it could be like an aunt that had really long hair that got it cut off, but that's all the time period. It's almost like if I'm looking at a photo that somebody like took a picture of and developed, and I'm just
I,
looking at that. So I
I
don't know.
have an aunt that passed from breast cancer. No,
Really. Did
yeah.
she used to have longer hair?
No, I don't. I think it was probably about here.
About there. Okay. Was
But
it dark?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I don't know.
I'm
I'd
not
have
real
to see.
sure.
It could, so let me
Yeah.
just tell you, there could be a couple of things with this. It could be that he's trying to reference somebody that is an aunt, which is correct,
Okay.
but he's showing me essentially a picture of y'all doing really good times a long time ago. So he's trying to make reference of that. But because for me personally, I don't have all that knowledge in my head and I haven't seen it all, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
So yeah. So
And
don't
I
don't
can't
think on it
place
too
that
hard.
person right now. Okay.
No, it's okay. Don't think on it too hard. And is there somebody that Carrie, Carrie, or is there a C name for one of these women or one of these ladies?
Nope.
I guess Carrie
Oh,
could be a K as
there's a
well.
Carol. A Carol. Yeah,
Carol,
that would be like a cousin.
that's a cousin. Oh, interesting. Okay, and what happened with her?
Um, I can't remember exactly if she had a heart attack or I don't remember how she passed away,
Okay.
to be honest with you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, somebody just in like this, they go care, care, care,
There's
care,
a
and they do
Carol.
double syllables. Yeah. So I would have to say that may go along with her. Because
Okay.
I'm like, give me your name. And they're talking about a C name with a double syllable. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, let me go back here. I want to get dad some more. Hold on. Tell me where. They just hold on. And I know you don't like being clustered. Would you happen to have a group of like two or three friends that no, you don't like that? Somebody keeps telling you to take a vacation and they put you in a couple of places. They showed me San Diego, California, and I know you don't want to go to California, but that's like a place that I've been that is like a little bit more like tropical or like arid or like nice, like that. And then they went and they brought you down and they put you on like a cruise boat and they put you with like two or three other people. And I said, "Oh, did she go on a cruise recently or something like that?" And they go, "No, nope, she doesn't like being like claustrophobic or like with a ton of people like packed into a boat." And I go, "Oh, okay." And then they put you going to Mexico. And I said, "Did she go to Mexico?" And they go, "No." They go, "But she should." So it's essentially it's like I would really like you to take maybe like a mini little vacation for yourself to like someplace a little like warm or nice for maybe like 2 or 3 days. And just enjoy it. That's what I'm going to take that as. Have you considered doing something like that?
Yeah. In fact, we're going to Norway in September.
Norway, you're going all the way over there. Holy crap.
I
And
know.
who are you going with?
My sister.
That's the woman. Ah, okay. And then what are you going to do? Are you going to take a cruise over there, a river cruise or anything like that?
Nope, we're just we took an Alaska cruise, but we're my
Yeah.
sister and I are gonna go to Alaska in September. She's always wanted to go to Norway because we got Norway roots and yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. So that's coming up. Oh, how nifty. Okay. Yeah. So they'll go with you for that. And that's probably
Oh,
another reason
good.
why they brought up where you're from originally, like German and Norwegian, like that,
Yep.
because they're trying to make reference of like going over there.
Yep. I bet that's it because
Okay.
it's coming up in
Yeah.
September.
Oh yeah, very, very close. Yeah, that would totally be a thing. And I just want to let you know that that will go off without a hitch. It will be okay. Make sure to pack deodorant. I don't know why they're talking about that. Oh, are you not using are you not using regular deodorant anymore? Do
Yeah.
you use like you are? Okay. There's
Yeah.
a weird I don't know how I personally feel about this, but I've never told anybody to do this before ever. They said deodorant. They said, watch the deodorant. And I said, what do you mean by that? And then they put aluminum. I use it all the time, the regular one. But they said, go and it's almost like maybe switch it or switch to non-aluminum. And because they're talking about it being close to here.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want you to do that. So I want you to think about that. Now, why is that?
Okay.
It's not because, you're going to get cancer back and you're going to die, nothing like that. But they talk about this stuff to prevent.
Oh, could be because I
Okay.
don't have half of armpit kind of, because of my
Oh,
I had a
yes.
lumpectomy.
Oh, that's what happened.
And I've
Ah,
had to change because it's yeah, it just, you know, better deodorants or whatever.
yes. Okay. So that may be one of those things. And since I've never seen that before, I'm reading it as maybe we need to change it, or maybe you have. So that would just be one of those weird, I call those weird fun facts that make you go, oh, they are around.
I hope it's not bad.
No, no, it's not. No, believe me, it's not bad. I would tell you if it was bad. It's not. I think they're probably talking about that, but also maybe look at the deodorant as well. I'd have to say both of those. So let me go and ask them a couple more things. Hold on. And then I want to see if you have any questions too. And hold on. Come here. Where? Where? Interesting. I wonder if this is you or if this is your sister. Do you know if your sister ever had like two, does your sister doesn't have two dogs right now, correct?
Nope.
Yeah, okay, yeah. There's two random dogs that just showed up. Um, I don't know because I know you don't have a dog. You can feel that because you travel and that's just a thing.
I used to.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Okay. Were they, and there were two of them?
Just one.
Just one. Okay. Okay. And was that like your baby? Were
Yes.
that you had the ability to, yeah. Okay. Yeah. They keep showing me images of this. They keep showing me images of like, oh, I love you. I love you so much. And they keep saying, why didn't she get another one? Why didn't she get another one? There could be a second. And I said, she's traveling. She's going everywhere. She can't do that right now. Who's gonna watch the dog? And they're talking about this animal like living in this home with you, okay, and
Yes,
being here with
yes.
you. Yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah.
cool.
So they're here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, your brothers bring them through. Hold on. Come here. Hold on. Wait. Did you end up keeping this animal alive as long as you possibly could until you couldn't do it anymore? Okay. Yeah. I said, so what about this puppy? What was going on? And your brother goes, well, let me tell you, she gave it the opportunity to live. She gave it the opportunity a lot to live. And she says, up until it couldn't live anymore. And then she just said, all right, enough's enough. And I go, oh, okay. And he says, that's why it's with me. That's why it's with me. So you have your puppy with your brother that hang out in your
Oh,
house.
cool.
Okay. Yeah, they love you. And they say, tell me why. They put a heart with like a photo with your faces together. Hang on. Tell me. So that dog was extremely spoiled in a good way?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, it was like a baby. I think it,
Yes.
I laughed, I joked about it. I wrapped it in blankets when we went fishing. And I mean, it was, it was my little, yeah,
That's your everything. Yeah, they
it
keep talking
was.
about that. They show me all the different foods. They show me like women that I'm not saying you did this, but they show me women that like dress them, all the time and just like did the extra
Yeah,
mile.
yeah.
And they keep flashing me all this stuff. And they keep saying that, tell me, was it like the size of like a Yorkie? Like, did we get into that size? Like a York, like a good size Yorkie or something? Like, depending on what it is. Do you have any
It,
idea?
it was a little um poodle, a mini
It is, so it's
teacup
fluffy
poodle.
like that. A
Yeah,
teacup poodle. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. Okay, just because they're making me feel when we hold it how light it is, but like
yes,
that very like kind of like silky but like wiry hair at the same time. And I'm like, is
yeah.
this a Schnauzer? And they're like, no, no wonder, no wonder. Yeah, they got it. They have him. And tell me, hold on. Interesting. It's like almost like down the line, I'd want you to get another one, but like a little black one for some reason. There's like something that goes with that. Um, and tell me why. Did she end up like not having teeth at the very end, or like would like their tongue
She was
like kind of hang out?
she was getting no, she didn't. Well, they were getting old. She was old. She was,
Oh, she was
she was,
old.
yeah, she was
Okay.
probably 14 years old or more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, he goes like this. He says, "Poor thing." Like couldn't see, and I go, oh, it's okay. And so they're just talking about her being around you, okay,
Oh,
and she
that's
loves you.
cool.
Why? Tell me. Hold on. So she would sleep on your bed?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I go, where did she sleep? I said, did she have her own like doggy bed or like in a crate or whatever? And he goes, no, 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 no. Good morning,
Nope.
princess. Good morning, princess, like right next to you. And I
Yep.
go, ah, okay. So she still sleeps here, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, do not worry
I
about
wonder.
it. And oh, no, no, no. It's a thing. Did you end up creating? Oh, you did? You got her cremated though?
Well, they just did at where we
They
took him
did it.
into the her in the,
Yeah.
they cremated
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Back
I
then we
gotcha.
didn't think about doing the ashes like they do now, you know.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I go like this. I go, where's she at? And they go, oh, she's not buried on the property. Or no, we don't have her on the
no.
property. And I go, oh, well, where is she? And they said, oh, cremated. I go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so yeah, no, her soul is around though. And tell me, come here. Oh, oh, happy. Did your did your birthday recently pass?
March.
March. Okay. Yeah, you are a water sign. Okay. He goes
Yep.
like this. He says, and I quote, now mind you, well, I guess, yeah, you are. He goes, happy late birthday to my baby sister. And I go, oh, okay, when? I said, did it just happen? And he's like, yeah, it just went around. I go, oh, okay. What? Tell me.
So it could be my sister's birthday is today.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's still younger. She's younger than you? Or
She's
she's younger
older.
than him?
Yeah, she's a year younger than him.
Yes, yes, that's what he's saying. Yes, happy
Okay.
birthday to his baby sister. Absolute. Yeah, he kept making me
Yes.
feel here like now, but I'm like, she's not a Cancer. I have no idea, like the sign Cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your other one.
It's my
All right.
sister. Yep.
And is this the one you're gonna go to Norway with?
Yep.
Oh,
And they
see,
were
that's
really
why we're
close. Him and her were really
uh-huh.
close.
Yeah, he adores her. So just know that he wishes her a happy birthday, okay? And
Okay.
what? Tell me, bud. Come here. What do you mean by that? Hold on. That's so funny. It's so funny. I know this is not really your style. I don't know why I'm telling you to do this. I think maybe this may be a metaphor to something else, but he's talking about you and your sister going and like going on this trip. And he says that you all need to do something wild and crazy together. And I go, what are you talking about? And he's saying, like, live a little. And then he showed me an image of like a flower, just like a small flower. And then he put it as a tattoo on you. And he had both of y'all get a tiny flower tattoo or something.
Mhm.
What is that about?
We went and got we were the older generation, so probably a year and a half ago we went and got a sister tattoo
You
done. And neither one of
did.
us have ever had tattoos, but we went and got a sister tattoo.
Oh my God.
And it's
Yes, he knows. What is it?
and it's two hearts, so it kind of looks like a flower
Like a
in a
flower.
way.
Yeah. Okay, wait, you can't hold on. Wait, you can't really see it, but there you go. You see like the dot
Yep.
dot? That's what
Yep.
I drew. And I was gonna do it. You just see like the little line. Boop,
Yes.
boop. Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah. And so uh-huh. Let me see.
see if I can show you it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Oh, I will. My
Okay.
screen is huge.
Okay. Here. This one. Oh, okay.
There
Let
you
me bring
go.
it this way.
Okay. Oh my God, it's down there. It's down there.
See it?
Oh! Oh, lift it up just a little bit more. Lift your leg up just a little bit more. Hold
Okay.
on. Oh my God, it is. Oh, crap. Yeah. Oh my God.
That's it. It looked just like it. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's crazy.
He showed me. I was like, is this like a weird? I thought it was when he showed it to me. He showed me this 1, 2, and you'll see that I'm drawing it before you tell me it's a heart. And then it goes, I was like, this may be like a line flower. You know how it has the 4 petals going out or
Yep.
something?
It's
Yeah.
got a heart and then the eternity symbol,
Infinity.
the
Uh-huh.
infinity.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, uh-huh. Yeah, he
And that
knows.
was extremely out of character for both of us.
Well, and that's why I was like, I don't know if you do this, but yeah. So your brother knows, your mommy knows, your dad knows. Your brother is your main guide. He's the one that hangs out with you all the time. Your mom and your dad are in heaven. Now they're in kind of like their own version of heaven. So whenever you go and you
Yeah.
cross over, you can create whatever you want. You go and you're with God. And essentially, if your version of heaven is, hanging out, not working, watching TV, I mean, you do that. That's what you do. So
Mm-hmm.
your family, essentially, it's almost like they're in their own little version of heaven, whereas your brother is with God as well, but he's with you quite a bit, guiding y'all.
That
Okay. And
makes sense
apparently
because I feel them.
he knows. Uh-huh. That would be why. And so this is what I want you to do, because I am gonna have to run to my next session. Otherwise, they're
Okay.
gonna kick my butt. Just take a couple minutes, have a good breather. Okay. Have a good ugly cry if you need it. You have been a pleasure to channel. Thank you for letting me channel you.
You've been
It's
awesome too.
always a pleasure. You're welcome. And just know that they're around and they know all these little weird things. I think that's the best gift of it all,
Oh,
you
that's
know?
just, yeah.
So
And I
yeah.
knew you
So
were the only one that I trusted in. I've
oh,
been watching you for a few years and I was like, she's the
thank
only one
you.
I felt connected enough to make a,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I, that I said, if she comes through with some things, and then I know it's real,
Yes. Yes. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you for trusting me.
Yes.
This is my life and it's so fun. And like even stuff like this is so interesting. Like, where did that come from? It
Yeah,
it had to
yeah,
be
exactly.
your
Because
brother.
you wouldn't know anything about that.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
And several things that you
Hmm.
brought up that you would never know.
Yeah.
So it's
Have no idea.
totally 100%. You convinced me 100%.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do. We're just a soul and a body, and when we cross over, we're right here. We just have to learn how to tune into it. That's it. That's all we got to do. Okay. So, my dear Miss Judy Lee, if you ever need me, please let me know. Okay. If you ever have any questions, let me know and send me pictures of your travels. Okay.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay. I love you, my dear. Well,
Thank you. So great to meet you.
you're welcome. You too, honey. Bye, baby.